What is going on, guys? Today we're here with a very special video. We are doing a tier list. We haven't done one, and the last time we did one, he who must not be named was on it. But this time we got an actual special guest. Of course, as always, I'm joined by Mr. Don Bone Jones, and we have the Uber's tier leader or co-tier leader. I don't know how it works. Taka. Yeah, say what's up to the people, guys.
Hey, it's nice to
Hello.
meet you guys.
Okay, so
I'm Taka.
yeah. We can look at the mons we have here. As you can see, there's a lot of dog shit, so we'll be throwing. Oh shit! I gotta share my screen. That's embarrassing.
This guy.
That's embarrassing, guys. Hold on. They're just hearing me talk. Can you see that? Am I sharing my screen?
No.
Nah.
That's embarrassing.
Click the share screens
Hold on.
button.
Hold on. There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys can see, we have a lot of very dog shit picks in here, but we will be getting rid of those eventually. But I was thinking we could just start from the top and just go right at it, or do you guys want to start? Do you guys want to go from like Alamomola all the way to Zekrom, or do you guys want to go from what's best to what's worst?
I feel like we go from what's best. I mean, get the Koraidon out of the way. Everyone
Yeah.
knows that's coming.
Yeah,
What
I
are
think
your
the
guys'
same.
opinions on banning Koraidon? Should it go?
I think in a
Honestly,
perfect world, yeah, but I don't think it's like super broken.
It's kind of broken, yeah, but
It's a
we're
necessary
in a weird
evil in the
state
tier right
where,
now.
yeah, exactly. It's one of those mons where you can kind of throw it on shit and then just have it blanket check everything. So I kind of like it in that way, but I don't know. It's very close.
I think Scarf is balanced, but everything else is kind of cheap. Loaded dice, that's especially cheap. I think we'll put it in bandit for now. Maybe if we feel like it doesn't deserve that, we can put it in S tier later. What else goes in S or is arguably bannable?
I don't think.
I think
I don't know if I'd put anything
anything.
else in S.
Yeah.
Ogre maybe, but I wouldn't even say that.
Kyogre?
I mean, it's the next
I
best mom, but
I think there are times when I have voted it S on the VR, but at this point, I would not say that. I think it's A plus is fine. It's
I
like a
think
very
A
good
plus.
mod.
Yeah, Ogre's good, but it's not S. I don't think Ogre's S.
yeah, my point is like nothing other than Koraidon is going to be S.
No, NDM. I think NDM's S.
Nah,
Nah, you guys think NDM's ass?
We live in a post-Calyrex Ice world. NDM is not S.
it's not. It's not S. Yeah, it's definitely a very good mod, but S rank is pretty crazy. I feel like there's a lot of mods I think that are better than it and pretty like definitively.
I think Eternatus is S. I genuinely think
Why?
I think it's T-Spike absorption, being able to set up T-Spikes. There's so many sets it can run. You got defensive, offensive, you got Lorb. You got that Meteor Beam bullshit. It can run agility. I think it's S to A+. plus. I'm a big
It's
Eternatus
fine,
guy.
Webs. I'm fine putting it in A plus if you want, but
Yeah, I think I'd put it A plus too. I feel like the criteria you describe are fine for A plus.
Right,
S is like just Karadon.
just Koraidon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty. None of the Arceus forms are deserving of S. You feel?
no, because the best one's like Fairy or a Ground.
It's like in
They're
current meta,
definitely
I don't think they're S, but they're definitely up there now. Like with E Killer is super good right now too.
hmm
What is good right now? I haven't played the I haven't played the ladder in a while. Is there anything that's like become surprisingly good?
Webs got really, really good.
Oh, that's great.
I feel like the tiers in the state where everything just comes in cycles. So we had a big phase where Tinglu Ho-Oh stuff was just used by everyone. Like now, where I think we're in this phase where NDM is back, but like offensive sets, like Arceus is like E Killer is very good. I feel like ground CS is like falling off, things like that. It's like everything is kind of good, but it's like whatever people are just using right now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not stable that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do we rank next?
I feel like Kyogre should be up here.
Kyogre?
Yeah,
Alright.
for sure. It's just very good glue. Holds a lot of shit together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like nowadays you kind of need that guy on every team, pretty much.
But I can't even lie, I like Arceus Water a lot more as a bulky water. Being a faster, bulky water with access to recover is just so valuable. I know it kind of sucks that it can't run boots, but it's just still so valuable.
Yeah, that's not bad. I think it's like the tiers pace is switched. So like Kyogre doesn't even you want Kyogre because it checks Kyogre. Like that's literally at half the games.
Yeah. You do see the Kyogre mirror come out pretty often, especially in tours. One sec, guys. I gotta pause the recording real quick. I gotta go pick up my girlfriend. 1 second. Okay, guys, we're back, and it's about 6:20 into the video, so you know what that means. It's time to pop a Zin in. If you're watching right now and you have Zins, pop one in for me. This is the substitute to caffeine. Okay. What were we talking about last?
Kyogre, I think.
Yeah, we put
Yeah,
Kyogre. Is Kyogre better than Eternatus, you guys think?
I'd say so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
It does so well into other offense. It's just really
What's
good.
next? I think Arceus Normal is also up there in A+ tier. Or
that's fair.
A tier at the very least.
Yeah. It's definitely at least A tier. I think this part of the tier list gets kind of iffy. It's like everything is around the same, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. How do you guys do the rankings? Because I don't... Is it you guys that do the VR rankings?
Yeah, we have like the Viability Council do it. And honestly, it can be kind of questionable sometimes because all of us have their own personal takes on the A's and the A pluses. So it can kind of be like there can be some mix and matching every update.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just off of like a bit off of vibes on how we're feeling about each set of mons. But I think generally like the Kyogre, Eternatus, Zacian, those guys are like consistently A plus.
Well, let's put Zacian up there as well. Where's Zacian at? I don't know why there's base Zacian in here. That guy is not real. I think Zacian's better than all these mods.
It's definitely better than Eternatus.
I think it's better than Eternatus too. I don't think it's better than Kyogre, but I know people do, so I could fuck with that.
I'm gonna knock Eternatus down to A tier actually. I feel like A+ is maybe too high. And I feel like Arceus Normal should go A+. I don't know, what do you guys think?
I think Eternatus A is fine. Like, I don't think T-Spikes are super, super good. So, I personally wouldn't put it A+. E-Killer in A+ is interesting.
I think
I feel like we have a
E-Killer...
lot more counterplay for it that's just more common nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's like currently I feel like it's A plus because people don't run as many Terra Ghosts and Terra Steels. But I'm sure
Yeah.
if you give it like a month, people are gonna go back to that, and then Arceus drops back to being A.
Yeah, I think I'd put it at the bottom of A+.
Alright.
What else is good?
You gotta get Ho-Oh up here.
Oh yeah,
That's the other big one.
Ho-Oh's gotta go in A+ as well. I think... Oh, this one's tough. Because Ho-Oh, normally, if you don't predict the switch right, Ho-Oh beats Zacian. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's better. I don't know, I feel like Ho-Oh is just better. It's easy to... It's a very glue mon. It's very easy to build balance around it. Offensive is also really good to destroy stall, except for that one stall team. I don't know, what do you guys think? Where does Ho-Oh go?
think Ho's issue right now is it's not a mon that fits that easily on offense, outside of the scarf set. So because of that, it's not as common as the other two above it. Like I think Station and Kayuk are close to mandatory on a lot of offense. So because of that, I feel like Ho's a little bit worse.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Scarf is Scarf real?
Yeah, Scarf is very real. Those hat Ho structures are very common now because Webs is so good.
I got past the team with Hat, but I didn't think it was like I didn't think it was a real team. I got past the team with Hat and Scarf Ho, but I saw it and I thought it was some bullshit.
That's like a very prevalent structure nowadays. I feel like you'd see it at least a couple times a week in every tour.
Is defensive Hatterene also real now?
As opposed to like
Yeah.
CM.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't ever use CM. It's just I think it's like Psy Noise or Psy Shock, Pain Split, Nuzzle, Healing Wish. Most of the time, it's just like a scale blocker that sets it for Ho-Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But it has its use there. It's like I feel like most teams need a fairy anyways. So Ho Scarf Ho is so good that Hatterene is also pretty good. It's kind of like you rarely see them without each other nowadays, unless you have like a weird scarf for like Kyogre or something, you know?
What Terra does Scarf Ho run? Terra Fly?
Usually Fly or Fire. I think that kind of depends on the team, but most of the time it's Fly.
That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, that Terra Fly Brave Bird hits so hard. 2-hit KO is pretty much
It does.
everything. What else is really up there? Let me look through this. NDM. I feel like I don't know. Is NDM A plus material or is it A material?
I think it's like
I'd-
top of A, but I think you could put it A plus if you're feeling it.
No,
It's a
I
good mod
I agree
for
with
now.
top of A. It is a very good mon. Defensive is great, offensive is great, Trick Room is great. Yeah.
It's nice because it beats a lot of the like offensive guys that are very in season right now, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then I think a recent trend is that not necessarily speedy, but like heavily speed invested trick room sets are very common right now because you outspeed a lot of the like defensive guys like Ho, Groudon, the bold Kyogres, and Life Orb and EM just one shots pretty much all of them at +2. So it's very strong into like a lot of different structures.
So fast Lorb Trick Room? How does but does
It's faster than a lot of the fat mons naturally, but you need Trick Room to get past like Koraidon and Zacian, Eternatus, and all those guys, you know?
so it can like function without Trick Room?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire. That's a really cool set. What else is out there? Lando. I feel like Lando's. I think Lando's very good in the tier. I think Lando's up in A. Or is it? Or do you guys feel it's more A minus material?
I could go either way, A or A minus.
I think it's A, but it's like bottom of A or like A minus, like top.
Let's put it at the bottom of A
You
for
just
now.
throw that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, rocks are so good. Just max defense always beats like in a pinch beats Station. Taunt is good. Slower U-turn is nice. It's just a good mon in general. I've also seen it running Earth Power now for NDM. Is that very real?
No, the Earth Power is pretty much never used, but I think it's more for Glamora because you're just trying to avoid
Oh,
the T-Spike.
right, yeah.
Because T-Spikes are like obviously they're like game winning if you load into it with like offense, right? But it probably doesn't run that much, if at all. I'm sure it's a nice tech you do.
That might have to be a video. What else is out there? Trying to look through. I feel like King
Oh.
Gambit is up there.
King Gambit is true, but I feel like you might. I don't know if you guys were around for everything. I guess probably, but Lunala is
Oh yeah,
like,
after the
incredible
NDM
right now.
or the Mirai ban. What's good right now? Is it just defensive CM?
couple sets. So we saw a lot of different innovation during SCL earlier this year, but you'd see four, I guess three main sets. You'd see the standard agility meteor beam sets. Most teams don't have like a ghost resist, so it's pretty easy to set up on a lot of things just off of your defensive typing. And then just at +1, I think Terra Ghost one-shots Koraidon and Zacian in a lot of offense. So that's one of them. Then there's the standard like boot sets, either like offensive 3 attacks, Calm Mind. It's good on webs, you beat a lot of stall with it. And then I think you see normal boots with like Moonlight, and like that's the defensive ones. They have some defensive utility, like a good win con, but the stabs are still pretty hard to resist unless you have like Gambit or E-Killer
Or
or like
Tinglu.
Tinglu.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the rare set, but we've seen a decent amount of specs because the calcs are insane. You two-shot Ho-Oh, off-rip
Holy shit, really?
Moongeist. Yeah. You get some incredible calcs with everything. I think you two-shot Tinglu with Focus. I don't remember if that's true, but it's also Focus Blast, just a bit inconsistent. But it has a lot of good matchups because Trick also destroys a lot of structures.
Yeah, I bet. I really like Psyshock on it. Psyshock, I think
Yeah,
I really like the defensive Calm Mind, Moonlight, Moongeist Beam, and Psyshock as a win con. I really like that. I'd say it goes right under NDM.
yeah, I think that's valid.
Yeah. Also, Specs Focus Blast does to a KO Tinglu.
You gotta hit
Crazy.
both of them. What else? King Gambit. I think King Gambit is. I think it's right above Eternatus. It's just so good late game. You get an SD up. I mean, if everything's chipped, if you have hazards up, you're destroying pretty much everything. Defensive Terra beats Zacian with the right defensive Terra. Beats Balloon. Walls most what's it called? NDMs. Yeah, where do you guys think it goes?
I think A is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it should be above Eternatus though. I think we're kind of being too harsh on the Eternatus now. It is still a pretty like common, like very often used mon, you know?
I'm actually low-key rethinking the Eternatus versus Lunala. Do you guys really feel like Lunala's better than Eternatus?
No, honestly I would put Eternatus over NDM, but
I would do the same. I'm kind of feeling A plus at the bottom or like top of A for Eternatus.
Yeah. We'll keep it at the bottom of A plus for now because I do think it's a very good mon. T Spikes is just so strong in the tier and it has great defensive utility.
Yeah.
Gambit. I personally think Gambit goes right under NDM. I think it's better than Lunala. But what do you guys think?
I think Lunala is just too good right now. Like, King Gambit is really good for sure, though. So I definitely put it in that top 3, like above Lando. But it's hard to put over Lunala because Lunala is very splashable.
I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word that Lunala's just goated right now. What else is up there?
There's like the Arceus forms.
Oh yeah, we should
ground
go
and
through
water and
those.
fairy.
yeah, Fairy.
This is my hot take. I think water's the best defensive form. What do you guys think of the rankings between the big 3?
Okay, well, what is the big 3? Because I feel like
Water,
the
ground,
big
and
4.
fairy. And I guess ghost is kind
Oh,
of
just
real.
not counting E. Not
Yeah,
counting
not
Yeah,
counting
E-Killer.
E-Killer.
I think E-Killer's just out there now. I feel like it's too high, or it's higher than the others.
Let's go with fairy first. Where do we feel fairy goes?
Honestly,
So
I'd
I
put it above Noah, but that might be a hot take.
I personally really like Fairy. Like, I actually probably would place it somewhere in plus, but
Hmm.
I don't think that's a very that might not be the most shared thing. Because I think Fairy compresses a lot in the builder, but obviously it does give you some glaring weaknesses to like Eternatus or like the steel offenses like Zacian, NDM. It's kind of questionable into some Groudon sets. Like it's very good on paper, but it's not always that insane in practice. So like it's getting worse, but I think just off being a fairy type Arceus, it's like it's probably somewhere in A plus or like above NDM in A, if that makes sense.
I like above NDM in A, or maybe just around NDM. I think we can put it there for now, and then we can make changes later. Um, hmm, what else is up there? I don't know. You guys tell me.
We want to rank grounded water
Oh
while
yeah,
we're doing our things.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think water is bottom of A, or A minus at the very least. Where do you
yeah,
guys
that's
feel?
I think that's perfectly valid. I think you could even be like Billave, just like under Lunala. I just because I think since NDM is getting better too, and so is like E-Killer, like all these like physical offenses, it's like water Arceus's main niche to kind of just whisk them or like T-Wave status them.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree.
It's I think unfortunately out of like the three Arceuses we mentioned, Arceus Ground might be the worst. Like
Yeah, it's fallen off big time, especially since Mirai left the tier.
yeah, it's just it's neutral to everything, which except for Kyogre, which is it's fine, but it's never your primary choice unless you're running like Dragon Dance on offense,
Is
which
Dragon
even then
Dance
is
real
like
right now? Because it kind of seems really good. Like, just Dragon Dance seems really good into what we have at
It's
the
pretty
top right
real. I
now.
like it.
yeah, it's like it's always a real mon. It's like it's good into all of these teams. It can be kind of questionable because you have like Balloon King Gambit most of the time, and you have like E-Killer or like bulky Kyogre. It's like you can have its issues, but it's like an HO mon, you know? It'll always be pretty good into these offenses.
Hmm. Yeah, is DDEQ Ice Beam still a real set?
Yeah, I think less for Lando and more for like the Gliscor matchup because you're pretty useless into a lot of stall with just EQ edge sometimes. So it kind of helps speed things up.
Do you guys feel like it's A minus?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll put it at A minus. I think actually no, Arc Ghost is like B plus or B. What other defensive arc forms are up there? I think Ghost is up there, especially now with E-Killer being so prominent. It's definitely getting better. The ability to taunt Wisp it is pretty good if you're running faster sets. Yeah, what do you guys think?
I think the only other Arceus forms that get used like commonly, we have Ghost, Electric, and Flying. It
I've
gets
never
dark,
heard of
but
Electric and Flying being used. What are they used for?
okay, so Flying is pretty much, I think, a Webs or HO exclusive. It's just a very good neutral typing. I think it's like just Calm Mind, Judge, Taunt, Recover. It's honestly, I'm not even that much of a big fan. I think it's similar to like Boots Arceus, where you have a good matchup in the Webs mirror,
Mhm.
and so Flying being like a decent neutral typing to a lot of things helps. But it is a niche Arceus, and I think it's more fishing the Webs matchup than others. I think Electric is actually maybe not as common right now, but it was very common for some time. Just it's like budget Miraidon. You get really good matchup into Ho-Oh Kyogre structures. It's like a good neutral typing because you resist like Zacian, Necrozma, Sunsteals. You have Ice Beam to hit Koraidon. I, it's just like a very. It kind of suffers from the same issues Groundskeeps does. It's not particularly good defensively, but it has its niche into like Ho and Kyogre. And
Mhm.
I think Ho is not at its best right now, so I guess Electric Arc is a bit worse.
Mhm. I think let's go with Ghost Arc first. Where do you guys feel? I think it's anywhere between B plus and B. What do you guys think?
I think B is fair enough.
I I think I rated a bit higher than others, I think, but I would be okay with B plus. I think it's actually quite good because Webs always likes having Ghost, but it does compete with Lunala, so it can be hard to use. So I think B plus is chill.
I think we'll keep it at the bottom of B plus right now. Um, what else is good? Um, Electric and what's the other one? Flying. Those I feel those seem pretty niche. I personally haven't. I've used flying before on Web's teams, and I've seen it do well in tours before in the Web's mirror. Um, where do you guys feel like flying goes?
I got no clue where to put flying.
To be honest, I don't think flying is that good. I don't. I think it's also reflected in the VR now. I think it's like C plus or B minus or something. I would be okay with ranking it lower if we want to, because it's not really that great.
I feel like C plus is fair. As for Alexius, I don't know. I would, I feel like that's on borderline unviable, if not like bottom of C. What do you guys think? Or is that too harsh?
I
I
think
think
that's
that's too harsh.
Alexius is fine.
Yeah, it's like one of those mons like just like your mediocre breakers, right? Like Rayquaza, like Chen Pao or something. It's not its best, but it's not really like a bad mon.
Do you guys feel like C plus is fair or C?
Honestly, I would put it like B plus, but
B plus is damn. That's up there.
yeah,
I mean, we
we could
can
go
move
with like
around later if we're not feeling B plus.
We could go B. I think
I
B's.
agree, like B or B plus.
I'm okay
B
with
works for
B.
me.
CM is just good into a lot of offense if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess we did miss one of the big trends recently. Groudon should be up there somewhere.
Is Groudon up there now? What makes Groudon so good? Is it
Groudon
just spikes?
Groudon is just like is an A mon now. I think some people say A plus, but spikes is super important. Yeah, it's just also like these physical offenses are getting better, like these Zacian Necrozma teams, and like Wisp or Roar or like T Wave. Groudon has like a lot of utility into them,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet.
and we do see SD sometimes. It's not as common. It's like a fine offense mon. But yeah, defensive is just very good into the top mons.
Is bottom of A fair then? Because I do still feel like Landorus is better.
Landers is definitely better. I think bottom A is fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think Groudon fits the more bulky teams now, and Landorus fits the offenses better. So that's like reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, what else is up there? We could go with the fat mons. Like, I don't know who's up there. Uh, oh, Glamora. We haven't ranked Glamora. I feel like Glamora is a solid B plus or A minus mon.
It's
Just
definitely not what it used to be. I don't know if I'd put it A minus.
yeah, it was really
Yeah,
good when you could mudshot Miraidon on taunt and then get chip or keep it in the back to get T spikes on a random guy clicking U-turn, but I do still think it has its niche. T spikes is really good, spikes is good. You can still beat Koraidon with D Gleam. Mortal Spin's
yeah.
great.
I feel like I feel like B plus is fair. I think honestly, its only niche now is that it's an HO lead that doesn't require you to run Eternatus because it gives you like that out into T spikes, right?
Hmm.
So because T spikes are good, like because Eternatus is so common, it's nice to have it. So I'd say B plus is like fine.
Do we feel like it's better than Ghostius or right under?
I'd say better, but be talked up or down.
I think it's worse, but they're both HO like specific picks. They're not like it doesn't matter too much.
I think it's a little worse, but I think we'll keep it here for now. We can change it later. Um, what else? Is Gliscor still a thing? I feel like it fell
Yeah,
off. Is it still good?
it's still real. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most common ones are just like stall Gliscors now. I think you can still use it on like balanced structures, but it's one of those mons that's really good at punishing like those Tinglu, Groudon, Ho-Oh, like slow teams. And since everyone's using offense right now, it gets kind of questionable. But it's still fine. Like it's still like a stall mon too.
I think this one goes at the bottom of B plus.
All right. Yeah.
I think that's fine. Yeah, I think I personally ranked it at B, but I think there are a lot of people who also rank it like B plus.
Yeah, I do still think knock is really valuable. It's good on stall. Taunt is nice for stall to have. Um, yeah. Um, what else is up there?
There's Tinglu.
Oh yeah, Ting. Is Ting
Yeah.
Blue still really good? I remember even after Miraidon got banned, it was still like A minus.
I think A
It's
minus is still reasonable. It's like around there.
Mhm. So what is Lou's niche now? Because I'm trying to look at what it's good into, and I'm not really seeing it.
Eternatus, Lunala, depending on the set.
Yeah, it's uh, with Murad. It's a little weird because its niche is different now. Because Muradan, you're just like a temporary like Muradan answer, right? But here, you actually do sit on Eternatus and Lunala pretty long. Like the special bulk is actually quite noticeable versus them. So it's like a very good offense pick. Like just being able to spike up, tank the special attackers, like whirlwind out all the HO mods like NDM. It gives you get like a huge matchup versus them a lot of the time.
Hmm. Yeah, okay. I think A minus is fair then for that. Um, I'm trying to see. Oh, we were talking about Hatterene earlier. Does Hatterene still sit in the Bs, or has it gone up?
I think it's a bit
I think
specific to
it's
be like A
yeah,
minus.
yeah, it's like somewhere in that B to A minus range. I think B plus would be like reasonable.
Hmm.
I think it's easily better than Gliscor though. Like I think it's a very common mod now because those Scarf Ho Hatterene structures are so prevalent right now.
You're gonna have to send me one of those Scarf
Honest,
Ho teams because that sounds so fire.
yeah, for sure. They're very fun to play. At least it's like a way to use balance or like not even balance, like bulky offense that doesn't just feel like six setup mons.
So right above Gliscor. Oh whoops. I honestly wouldn't even mind knocking Gliscor down to B and keeping Hatterene at the bottom of B plus. What do you guys think?
I think that's valid. I don't think
Yeah,
Gliscor is what he used to be.
Yeah.
it's fair.
What else is up there? What else is really good? I don't know. I'm low-key
I think
just seeing
there's
shit mons.
there's there's Calyrex.
Oh yeah.
I think he's somewhere like B plus or A minus, probably.
I would say top of B plus right now. I think it's still very good, but there's so many defensive steals and defensive, just physically defensive mons that really stop it. And Taunton's so prevalent in the tier, it's kind of hard for it to get Trick Room up. But it's still a nice win con versus HO.
The way I
I
see it is like, oh god,
I feel like with Necrozma and Lunala getting more prevalent now, and King Gambit is still so common, in order to take on Lunala and King Gambit, or New Lunala and Necrozma, I feel like Calyrex just has an awkward time in the meta. Like, it's still very good in at what it does, but just like weird matchup spread now.
Mm-hmm. So top of B plus then.
yeah.
Let's do that.
I
Yeah,
think
that
just
works.
like every team just kind of happens to have a way or two of beating it without necessarily going out of the way to counter it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely doesn't help.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What else?
I guess we have like some of the lead mons, right? Like
Oh yeah,
Rabambi and
Rabambi.
Deoxys Speed.
Isn't Rabambi somewhere like A on the VR?
I think it's
Oh,
like B
yeah.
plus, but it's probably, I mean, A minus, B plus. It's a good mon. I think it would technically be a better mon, but it's like kind of hard to rate suicide leads, you know?
Yeah, because it kind of just depends on where that team structure fits on the fits in the meta right now. But I think Webbs is, or at least you were saying Webbs is really strong right now. So I think we could put a B plus right under Calyrex. What do you guys think?
Yeah, B plus or B. I think it's fine.
I think so too, yeah.
I guess I wouldn't go B. Just webs are that strong, but
Mm-hmm.
that's fair.
Yeah. What else?
I think on the leads though, I think Deoxys Speed is still pretty good.
Yeah, I like there was a counter DOS team that I used to use where you when they lead Koraidon and click U-turn, you just click counter. It was a bit cheesy, but I really liked it. I think DOS is good. Access to pretty much everything. Stealth Rock spikes, T-Wave, Taunt, Psycho Boost is nice stab. Where do you guys feel like it fits? I'd say top of B or like somewhere near Hat on B plus.
I don't think I'd put it higher than B, but it's definitely top of B at least.
I think it's better than Glamora because Eternatus is pretty decent right now. So you like HO doesn't really need Glim. But I think like B or B plus is still fine. I think it can be kind of weird now with Hat being so common that you're kind of forced to run skill swap a lot. But it's not like game breaking if you have to run skill swap. Like you still have 3 slots to do whatever you want.
Oh, skill swap the tech now to beat Hatterene?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny because sometimes Hatterene does run like ability shield to not lose to like some of these matchups, but
I think
yeah.
I think we can put it right here, right below Glamora. Do you guys feel like that's fair? All right, we'll go with that. What else is good at the tier? What do you guys think we should rank next?
I guess we could do like Terapagos.
Oh my god. Is Terapagos here? Yeah, it is. Is Terapagos good?
Yeah. I feel like I'd fit that guy on a team much more often than Calyrex.
I just feel like it's such a Terra hog, and without Terra, it kind of does nothing but spin. I mean, its multi-scale is kind of nice, but other than that, it's... I don't know, I feel like I always
Well,
see it as a Terra hog.
I think the opposite because you never tear this one. It's you just run like max bulk. You run no attacks. You run roar, rocks, spin, and toxic, and that's all it does. It just spins forever, not forever, but like temporarily versus like the Tinglu and like Groudon teams, and then roars out like Lunala once. Like it's just like it's a guy you fit on webs or like some offense. It's kind of like Hatterene essentially. You just fit it on some offense and set up like Scarf Ho-Oh or like whatever bootsless offense mons you need.
I think that's fair. I think somewhere in B plus then is fair. Where do
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
valid.
feel? I haven't run the defensive set before, but I mean I'm thinking about it now and it sounds pretty strong. Where do you guys feel in B plus it goes?
I haven't seen it that much. Um, defensive, I mean, does look good into the meta, so I'd be fine with B plus.
Yeah, I think B plus is fair. It's like I don't think the usage is as high as it was now before, but there were a couple months where it was getting used like every day. Like you'd see that Terrapagos Waves team everywhere on the ladder.
I think I know the team you're talking about. Yeah, I'd put it below Glomora.
Yeah.
Now I feel like we're shitting on Hatterene a little too much. I feel like Hatterene should move up in B plus. I feel like
See,
Hatterene should go right behind Glomora.
I'm lucky feeling Hat should be moved up higher because I feel like Calyrex is just getting worse and worse by the day.
Where do we feel Hatterene goes then? Bottom of A? Bottom of A minus? Is that
A
I think that
minus.
would, yes, at least.
is bottom of A minus too crazy?
I think A minus is fine. Yeah, it's like I mean, if we're just going off of the B plus ones, I don't think any of them are particularly better. Besides, like maybe B.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I could honestly also see putting B at the top at the bottom of A minus as well. What do you guys think?
It's like it's a very polarizing mon. Like you either just have the ways to beat webs or you just auto lose. So it's like I can see it.
Yeah, okay. Grimmsnarl is Screen's HO still real? I feel like it fell off big time after Miraidon got banned. Would you still see that
To
guy
be
at all?
honest, it might be better now, but I think it's very bad. It's like you lose to almost every Tinglu team. You lose to almost every like defensive Ho-Oh team. Any team that has like any sort of phasing probably beats you. It's just it's a very hard fish into offense, and it's probably like a good matchup into that. But I'd be willing to put it like B minus or C plus. I just don't think it's not something you can use like other HO. It's very fishy.
I think top of C plus is fair.
Yeah, I wouldn't go much higher than that.
What else? Some of the Stallmons, Blissey. Is Blissey like... I think most of the Stallmons should be in C or C+. Just because...
There are a couple that are,
is
like-
Stall particularly good right now? I feel like it isn't with so much HO.
I think Stall's
Oh, really?
fine. It's
Yeah.
not great.
I think specific variants of stall are better now, but Bliss, I mean, Bliss is always going to be on stall. It's like, I think like C plus is like fine. I don't really know how to rate stall a lot of the times on this because it is auto win or auto lose on matchup.
Yeah.
But I guess if like the baseline for stall is like C plus, then yeah, Bliss is like required. So I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Bliss is C+, Aloe. I don't feel like Aloe's unviable. I'd put it at C.
Yeah, I don't think you see it on stall anymore either. I think you just see it on like those jank offenses that you want
Yeah.
to like wish to.
Wish turn is still nice, and Aloe soaks up pretty much everything Koraidon throws at it. But I do think it gets 2-shot by 5-hit scale shot.
Yeah, and then I guess Life Orb is more common now, which just one shots it.
What does Lorb Koraidon run?
There's CC scale, sometimes like Wild Charge over scale, but CC has something like insane calcs versus pretty much everything. And plus it's not weakened like low kick is. So I'm pretty sure it just one shots Mola just at +2.
Yeah, I'd believe that. What else? Is Clef real? I feel like Clef isn't even seen on.
No.
Is that unviable?
Nah, Clef is real actually. No.
Is it on stall or on what?
Stall only, but it's I guess C would be like fair for it because it's seen on particular stalls. Like it's how do I say this? Some variants of stall are like Bliss, Clef, Skeledirge, like Gliscor, Arceus. I don't even remember the last one. I think Ho-Oh. But yeah, Clef is like very common on stall now because one, it's like rocks. Two, it's like a fairy, and three, they run Rocky Helmet to like I guess trade with Koraidon. It's like a better Dash One, I'd say. Like Dash One is pretty much dead now though.
Yeah, I don't even think we have it on the tier list.
Yeah, it's not here.
What else? What other fat mons are there? Skeledirge. I feel like Dirge has some utility outside, or at least used to have some utility outside of stall. I put it at
We
the.
need a B- mon. Put it in there.
Yeah.
You guys really feel like Dirge is B-? I was gonna say bottom of C+, or top of C+ at the very least. I personally, I'm a Dirge hater. I think Dirge is ass, but what do you guys think?
I think top of C+ is still like fine. It's almost required on a lot of stalls as well because like I guess there's more Boots Koraidon now, and because of that, like Boots Koraidon can't get past Dirge either. So Dirge is better now than it has been in a while. But it's still like a Stallmon, so I mean, you can't really put it too far up from like Blissey. So I guess bottom of B- or like top of C+ is fine.
I'm top of C+.
I don't think
for
it can
now.
be. It can't be lower than Bliss though. I think it's probably just as good, if not better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
How do we feel about Tyranitar?
I got smoked by a Tyranitar team on ladder once, so I hate that guy. But is he real at all? I haven't seen it outside of the one time I played it.
I know a guy who made a good like T-Tar stall team.
Yeah, that teacher stall team is used all the time. It's honestly it's fine. It's like setting sand is really obnoxious for Koraidon because most of the time your stall breaking tool is Koraidon and Sun, so it gets really annoying when teacher can pivot in and out. And it does have a good matchup into like some of the Lunala, like Ho-Oh offenses, like some of the Eternatus stuff because it just sits on defensive Eternatus forever. I mean, it's like the same shit as Clef or Bliss. You Stallmon.
I personally feel like I don't know. Does that mean it's like C then, or is it a C+?
I wouldn't put it lower than C+. I think it's really good at what it does.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like it has potential to be used outside of stall, but no one has figured that out yet, so I'm not sure about that.
Streets aren't ready for that.
True.
What other fat mons are there? Clodsire?
I guess there's Dozo.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Clyde.
I feel like Claude is deserving of. What's more common on Claude? Is it Unaware or Water Absorb for Ogre?
I think it's still water absorb because I don't think Unaware helps with much nowadays because Blissey kind of covers a lot of it. And Ho does too, I guess, but I feel like the only reason you want to bring Clodsire nowadays on stall is to stop those Calm Mind Terror Ghost ogres. Because those are just like they use Blissey as setup fodder and just 6-0 stall.
So, do we feel like that's C then?
I'd put it C, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is it better than Clef or just bottom of C?
So they're about the same. I feel like you could probably put them interchangeable, whatever we're feeling.
I mean, it's C rank. Do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dozo next. Where do we feel like Dozo sits?
I think it's C plus, but I feel like I could be convinced if it's high C instead. I don't think it's like the preferred like physical wall anymore, because most of the time it's either Dirge, Gliscor, Clef,
Arceus 2.
Stall
The
CS.
Arceus, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like it's hard to justify Dozo sometimes, especially with like Necrozma becoming even better, and like Life Orb Koraidon.
I think it's top of C, but I feel like C plus is a little too high. But what do you guys think?
I think it kind of has the problem it does in OU where it's just like, yeah, it's a Stallmon ideally, but it's just really passive. You just want other guys for the job.
Yeah, it doesn't have much utility to offer. And Wave Crash, A hits itself, and B doesn't do much, especially in Koraidon Sun. I think top is C.
And it gets even worse because Koraidon runs Taunt a lot more now, so it's not like Dozo can really do anything. It just gets cycled.
What else is up there? Any other fat mons you guys see?
Oh, he's Skarm. Skarm is also
Oh, yeah.
pretty good, yeah.
Whereabouts? I feel like Skarm is a
Skarm
C
is like a
mon.
C plus.
C plus? You guys feel that?
Yeah.
What's it used for? I guess it's used for same thing installed. Does it run Iron Press or is it like I think I saw before that it would run like Iron Defense and just straight utility.
I think it's always Iron Press. I'm sure you probably could do straight utility, but from what I've seen, it's Iron Press, Spikes, and Roost. I think what it does is also free up like either rocks or spikes. It just lets you run double hazard more freely. And because of that, you can take rocks off of Bliss and run something like Shadow Ball or like Rest to like win the offense matchup.
What does Blissey use Rest for over Recover?
It's not over recovery. It's just like sometimes you run out of PP when you have to take on like 3 special attackers, like Kyogre spamming like Opals or like Life Orb Eternatus. So Rest just lets you win the PP war.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I'd say C plus above T-Tar then is fair. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
That was really cute how you guys said yeah at the same time. What's next? Is Garganical real? I remember there was that one Garganical stall that was really good.
See, I've not seen it used in a game in a minute.
I don't even know what you would use it for.
I think it was good. I think that team was good while Miraidon was still a thing.
I feel like T-Tar does what it does, but better now.
Yeah, like I guess Garganacl switches into Ho-Oh better, but it's not really a huge concern on T-Tar teams.
Is it unviable then, you guys feel? If T-Tar took its spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Um. What else? I personally think
Blanking on
Gracias is very real. I Grass Knot on it just hits so hard, especially when you 120 base power for most of the tier. I think it's C to C plus at the very least. I would put it right above Flycius, but I don't know what you guys think. Is that a little too controversial?
I've
To
never
think
seen
about
this
that.
mon.
Yeah,
I saw it in
I feel
tours
like
a couple like a while back while Maridon was still a thing, but that's about it.
I do remember that, but I feel like it was only used because it was like it's soft check Miraidon and the grounds that Miraidon brought. I mean, I guess it probably could be used, but I feel like it's hard to justify over the other ones.
We can put it on viable then. I'll let my king rest. Um,
I guess
what
there's some decent guys on this that aren't like complete trash. Like there's
Dawn
just
Wings?
like Chen Pao.
Yeah, Chen Pao is what did it used to run? Was it like Boots as D or just Choice Band Breaker? What's more common?
I think it both. People have seen both. I think nowadays, if you want to use it, it'd probably be like Sash on some HO or offense or something like that. Or it's just like SD stabs. I used to use it for double prio.
So then where do we
Like it's
feel?
not really seen.
I feel like it could go B minus maybe. Or
Yeah,
is that a little too
it's
high?
like it's a fast, strong breaker. I think it's like fine. It's
Yeah.
got good prio. It's always a good thing.
Yeah, Sucker Punch and Ice Shard is really nice. Oh, Dio Attack? We didn't rank Dio Attack.
Okay,
Um,
wait, let me lock in for this one. So, practically no one uses DOA except me. I have like, I guess over the last couple months, probably 30 or 40% usage on it. I think this mod is incredible. I personally rank it A minus, but everybody else ranks it B minus. I think this mon auto wins the stall matchup, and it has a really good matchup into any balance. It's just hard to take it on when it one shots like the entire tier and has so many different coverage options and Terra options and like just little techs you can do with the EVs. It's just a very flexible mon.
I could see the argument to put it in B plus. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do
I
you
think B
think,
plus is fair.
Don Bone Jones?
I just came back. What's happening?
We're ranking
Ranking
DOA.
DOA.
Taka just made the case for DOA being A minus.
A minus?
You want to
Yeah,
state your case
you can
again?
disagree, but yeah, okay. This mon,
I have no grounds to disagree. Like,
it's just I feel like if you get it, in theory, if you get every turn right, you beat a lot of like non-webs offense and like balance. And it's like an auto win into stall because they can't deal with mixed attackers like that. So it's just very good, but if you make one mistake you're like 5v6.
I
I
could
think it's definitely got the talents.
I could see the argument for B plus, like below Glamora maybe.
Take it. It's better than the B minus I was getting hit with earlier.
You'll take the B plus. What else is up there? Dawn Wings. I am a strong proponent of Dawn Wings. I think even in today's meta, Dawn Wings is still good with its Trick Room, Meteor Beam, Psyshock, Moongeist Beam bullshit. Lunala's the better version of it. But yeah, I don't know. Where do you guys feel Dawn Wings goes? I think B minus, but maybe that's a little too biased.
It's just kind of outclassed. It's the
Yeah.
way I can describe it.
I thought about trying like rock sets on it that could maybe have some use, but honestly, the last time I've seen it being used was on the HO that you made. So I think C plus or B minus is like fine, but I don't really know exactly how to rate that one.
We'll put it at the
I guess
bottom
I
of B
wouldn't put
minus
it in the
because
same
I'm
tier as,
biased.
I wouldn't put it in the same tier as like Grimmsnarl or Lycius, so yeah.
Put it there because I'm a little biased.
Yeah, I guess it does have the niche like Trick Room versus Lunala, so like, it's not so crazy.
Let's start knocking out a lot of these unviable shit mods. Annihilate can go. Is that Arcee's bug? Arcee's bug can
No, wait,
go.
hold up. I'm gonna give a case for Annihilate.
Oh my god.
That guy is like there's no C minus, but I would put that guy in C minus just because he's got a fat HP stat, right? You use him as like as Gen 7 Victini. You just put a scarf on that guy, Final Gambit turn 1, one shots like ho game over, right?
You know what? Just for you, I'll put it at the bottom of C. We can call that C minus. Arcee's bug can go. Arcee's dark can go. Is Arcee's poison real?
I don't think so. I think Dark is real, but it's like a C minus mon. It's very hard to use.
Here. Yeah, what was it? I remember I used. Oh wait, no. The only thing I used it on was that stupid tour I did with no bikes.
It's still like fine. Like it's still good into Necrozma and Lunala and like Kali.
Yeah, strong
And it's like
foul
neutral.
play.
Yeah.
These
I think
guys.
the set that people did use was like Calm Mind Judge Taunt. I think that got like some usage during World Cup, but it's still kind of hard to just fit.
Yeah, for sure. It gets revenged by Koraidon way too easily.
Yeah.
I think these guys can all go. Steel CS real at all?
I think it is real actually. It's not that good, but it gets used every so often, using like some Calm Mind sets. I think it's like Calm Mind Judge Wisp Recover or like Calm Mind Judge T-Wave Recover.
We'll put it right here though, right in our makeshift C minus tier. Excalibur, the guy's not real. Is Chiyu?
No.
That guy's not real.
I got smoked by Chiyu on the ladder the other day. Is Chiyu real at all?
I feel like if it is real, it's got to be like C. Like it's very hard to build around, and I'm sure if you load into like some Groudon or like Tinglu balance, it probably does win just off rip. But it's so hard to fit.
I think we can put it at the bottom of C. Why not? Dio, Ass. I personally think there's an argument to be made for Corv. I feel like Corv is just Scarm with U-turn, which is really nice on fatter teams. When I used to play the tier more, I remember Corv was kind of seen a little. I don't know, what do you
I think
guys
it was
think?
the preferred Steel Bird.
Yeah. Just not for stall.
Yeah, I could see it. It's not complete trash. It's like fine.
I'd put it here. The Dialgas can go. Ditto, I mean, Scarf Ditto is still nice.
See, I'd rate Dialga like C minus or C.
Just
It
base
gets used-
Dialga?
Yeah, like base Dialga gets used sometimes because it's T-Wave Ogre is still a massive pain, and Dialga is like it can rock and I guess like temporarily lead onto and like check Ogre, which is like a rare niche, so it's like usable. It's just not like great.
We can put it right under Corv, then I think that's fair. Ditto, how do we feel about Ditto?
It's seen better days, but it's still Ditto. I feel like with the advent of sets like Steel Koraidon, it can be kind of hard to use, but it's still very good into like Zacian teams and like a lot of offense. I feel like C plus or B minus is still like fine.
I could see it being like right above Lissy.
I mean, Ditto's always
Yeah.
gonna have a niche.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spathra, I got smoked by a Spathra the other day. I can't even lie. I don't think a Spathra is the worst. That's my hot take. I don't think a Spathra is the worst thing in the world. I don't know. Or do we feel like it's unviable?
Trust you on that one. I've never seen one since like 2023.
Maybe I'm just in low ladder too much. Um, I think we'll put it on unviable. Excadrill, unviable.
Hey, let me shoot a hot take here. I think Exca is usable now.
Why is that?
Sole use as a suicide lead into Hatterene teams that doesn't require getting the skill swap turn right.
Oh yeah.
There, I remember during the Uber's Ladders tour, there were a couple games where I'd fish versus those Hatterene Trick Room teams on ladder. If you lead with Excadrill, you get rocks out there, you just win game versus ban Calyrex.
Hmm.
I don't know if that warrants viable or not, but it's like it's usable, I guess.
We can put it right here, right next to its buddy Annihilate. Fluttermane. I think Fluttermane has some niche. Just it being fast in the sun is nice. Lorb is nice. Remember Terra Stellar was a thing for a while, just because it has so much coverage.
I think Flitter is good, yeah.
I think
feel
B
like-
minus to B, maybe B
Yeah.
is fair. I put it at the top of B. What do you guys think?
I'd go bottom of B. I think it's certainly usable. But
Yeah,
it's like really specific.
it's like another one of those fast breakers. Like it's always going to be good, and it's a fairy. It's just doesn't bring all that much defensive utility. It's kind of it doesn't trade amazingly, but it's probably like around Shinpao or like Alexius.
Yeah, I'd say like, do we think it's better than Gliscor?
No.
Okay, we'll put it right here then.
Yeah, I think it's about the same.
Gira O. Is Gira O real? I've been seeing it on some like fat teams with Tinglu.
I think Euro is getting better. It's not an incredible mon because it still has its issues, but I think Sneak is stronger now, especially with like Lunala. Gira is good on those teams that. So the most common dynamic I feel like you'd see in matchups now is like the Kyogre, like turn one trade where you have like two Kyogres just sit in front of each other, spam Thunder, pray to Paraflinch. I feel like Gira kind of takes some of that load off. Like you still have a Kyogre for later because you use your Giratina to trade instead. So because of that, I think it's like better, but it's still not like great. Like it's still a mediocre mon in a lot of matchups. I feel like it's B or B plus, but I could be convinced lower or higher.
I was gonna say like B minus B. I feel like it could sit at the top of B because there's mons that I'm seeing in B plus that I feel like are a lot better. Like most of I could be convinced of like low B plus or like mid B plus, like right behind Glamora. I think that would be fair. What do you think, Don?
I personally wouldn't put it in B plus, but if you put it like the very bottom, I understand. I don't know.
We can go with the
Yeah.
bottom of B plus then.
Because I think it's a hard sell to put it over Deoxys speed, but it does seem better than Gliscor.
Base gear is fully unviable, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you see like low ladder people spam it. It's not like it's kind of annoying to deal with though, but I don't know if that's viable.
Yeah,
It's just very do nothing.
yeah. It's way too passive. The utility is there, but it's not great. Gouging Fire, that guy's not real. Tusk, not real. Bundles, Giga, not real since Miraidon got banned, but I don't know, what do you guys think?
I don't think it's real. There was actually a period of time where gouging was real, but I don't think that's now anymore. I think all three of these guys can just be called like fake. just never does anything because you load into like Zacian or you die to Ogre.
I think even when Miraidon was around, I felt Bundle was too passive. That's why I didn't like it. Like it had strong stabs, but it's still like I don't know. Flip turn encore is nice, but you got to play it right. I feel.
Yeah, and Sun perma up kind of sucks because you don't get past Ho the grounds much.
Yeah, Kiram Black, I feel is like good.
Yeah, it's another one of those like I guess webs for HO exclusive mods, but it is real at least. I feel like that's got to be at least B minus or C plus. Like maybe I could be convinced for B.
I was gonna say all the way to the top of B, but I could be convinced of like above. I think it's better than Chempao for sure.
That's valid.
We'll put
It's
it.
got its matchups.
Yeah. Reshiram. I don't think Reshiram's real, but I don't know if you guys have a case for that.
No.
Yeah, Kirim White.
Oh,
Oh,
Kirim White.
Whoa, okay. I'm a fake Pokemon fan, guys. Kiram White. I don't know, do you?
I think that guy's low-key C something, but honestly, he doesn't do that much. He's just like a strong attacker that has like no blockable attacks, you know? He has like stab for everyone.
Okay, yeah, we could put it in C then. We can go like right. I feel like right above Chi is fine.
Yeah.
Landro, that guy's not real. Lugia, low ladder player's favorite Mon, not real.
Not real.
Is Magirna real at all or nah?
Not at the moment, nah.
No.
Mewtwo's so cheeks.
Mewtwo is real.
Really?
Like, okay, it's
What?
not like when I say real, it's not like insane. It's like a C plus mon, but it's like usable. It's not like Dialga or Corviknight, you know?
Do you feel like I could see it? I could see the case for it being like right above T-Tar.
Yeah, that's valid.
Okay, let's go with that.
I think the sets we've seen of that versus offense, the agility set is pretty good.
Oh, does it run like
But
modest agility?
yeah, it's like agility, plot, side strike, fire blast. It's it's pretty hard to stop, but I think with like T-Tar being more common, or like King Gambits, Arceus, it's kind of worse.
Yeah, I could see that. Ogre Pawn, no. Palafin, no. Do we have a
No,
case for either Palkia?
I think O is real.
Really? Especially in under Koraidon Sun? I feel like it's Giga not real.
I feel like countering Kyogre is enough of a niche.
Yeah, and even outside of that, it has like a good balance matchup. Like it's pretty strong to those like Ting Lu structures. You know, you're a dragon that doesn't really care about the steals that much because you could just blow him up with the fire move.
So where do you guys feel like somewhere in C or C plus?
I don't know if he's that good. I feel like C is fine, but
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, actually, that reminds me. There is a mon we're missing on here. It's Wake. Wake is actually pretty decent.
You can put Walking Wake on. Walking Wake. Where's the sprite? There it is. You can add Wake. So we can put Palkia O like I think like right under Dialga's fine.
Yeah.
We can rank Wake now. Where do you feel Wake is? Why is Wake real? Or I guess I mean under Koraidon Sun, yeah. But
Yeah. So, I guess when people used it before, it was primarily for the special attack boosting, because you could kind of like nuke the Arceus Fairies or like any of these balance teams. I think that still does what it does. Like it's basically Chi-Yu, but the speed boosting sets are actually pretty decent now. Like if you use it versus one of those like Deoxys Speed, Koraidon, Zacian, Eternatus teams, Hydro Stream two-shots the entire team, and I think one-shots anything it doesn't resist. Like it's an auto win into a lot of these matchups. It's still like a very fishy mon, but it's like a C or a C plus.
I could see a case for it being C plus. Speed boosting is nice, so is special attack boosting, just as a nuke. I could see a case for it being like below T-Tar, bottom of C plus.
I can see that, yeah.
Normal Palkia, unviable. Pecharunt, no. Sky, no. Is Ray?
Okay, so Pecharunt is not an Uber. It's here only off of viability. That guy is actually, he saw a lot of use over the last year. Not a ton, but a decent amount because he does the toxic spike absorption and parting shot. That niche is really, I guess, like unique, and like has the physical bulk to take on like Ho-Oh and like Koraidon, and with Terra it can take on like Necrozma and Lunala. It's still niche, but it's like if you need that toxic spike absorb and you really want like that pivoting into like a Kyogre or a Koraidon or something, it can be used.
Okay, so then where does it go?
I think like C or like C plus. It's another niche mon.
C or C plus? I could see an argument for it being at the bottom of, like, top of C.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Is Ray real at all?
I know people were using it as a lead some time ago. Is that still going around?
I don't think the lead set is used. Maybe it is, honestly. I think it still has the same niche that it's had for a while now though. It's on webs, it's like a nice breaker. I feel like it just runs like DD or SD and not much has resistances for it besides the steals. And it's like another like webs immune mon. I feel like it's somewhere in the B to C plus range.
B to C plus. I could see an argument for it being like bottom of B minus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Aleki's not real. This guy's Reshiram. I don't think he's real.
It's not real.
Is there anything on this list left that's real even? I guess we could go off of that. I think Blood Luna's a little bit real. I think it's C at the very least, and I think the Iron Press guy. What's this guy's name again?
Amazenta.
Yeah, I think Zamazenta's a little real. Those are my two arguments for being real.
Zekrom is also real.
What's Zekrom used for? I think Zekrom just feels like a worse Kyurem Black.
In some matchups. For one, Kyurem is super Terra reliant, which is like one advantage Zekrom has. Like Zekrom's Bolt Strike is really good into the steals because you can just, I think at +1, you just probably one-shot all of them with like Life Orb. It's just kind of like filling that Miraidon niche where you have a really good matchup into the Ho-Oh Kyogre matchups, and it's like decent into steals without Terra. But like in exchange, you don't get the strong Ice Stab that Kyurem has. It's like a side grade to Kyurem. I think I could be convinced that it's like worse though.
I feel like that Ice Stab is so strong, and also Kyurem Black has a stronger attack stat. It just works better as a breaker. I could be convinced of Zekrom being in like low C plus, like right behind T-Tar. I don't know. Do you guys feel like it's better than that?
Not particularly.
I think it's fine, yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that. I feel like Blood Luna's a C-Mon. It's a little bit real on that one Trick Room team I used to run a lot, but it got a lot worse since Miraidon got banned.
I think I've seen that team. I think people still use it on ladder. It's
I
kind of
still use it
annoying.
on ladder sometimes. Um, I'd say it's like C to C minus. I could see it being like behind Corv. Or is that too high?
Honestly, all these mons are kind of bad. As long as it's behind like Clodsire, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I think the stall mons are better.
Yeah, Cloudzair is kind of like the C minus cutoff.
I think Zama C is like B minus material. Straight up. Iron Press is just so strong. If you can eliminate the ghosts on the other team, it kind of destroys. It has Stone Edge for Ho-Oh. Yeah. I don't know, what do you guys think?
I think Zamacia is fine. I was messing around with it a lot a couple years ago. I think its talents still hold up.
I think it does get used every so often here to like load into one of those like Arceus Koraidonization teams, just smoke them. I B minus is a high tier Loki. I feel like it's hard to compare to Rayquaza or Kieran Black,
Yeah.
but it is probably on the tier of stall, if not like a little bit better. So I think that's
I feel like
I feel
somewhere
like
in C
high C
plus is
plus.
fair, yeah. I think like
Yeah,
maybe behind Grimmsnarl.
yeah, that's valid.
Is there anything else on here that's real, or is that it? Is that the tier list?
I think that is everything. Oh, I guess I didn't mention anything, but when we talked about Bolt is somewhat real.
Raging Bolt?
Raging Bolt is real.
God damn. What's it
I guess
what's it real for?
it's not as real now, but there were a couple sets it ran before. One was on HO. It's just really common during the last ladder tour, but people would run like triple priority teams where you have like King Gambit, E-Killer, and Bolt to overwhelm like Koraidon. And Zacian doesn't run a ton of play rough, so it is a soft check to that, as well as having like good Kyogre and Ho-Oh matchup. It kind of shares the same niche that Zekrom and Arceus Electric do, so it's like another one of those like strong electric types. I think people used AV or like Boots sometimes, but those are kind of fishy. It's just like an HO mon. It's not particularly great. It's like a C tier mon, I feel like.
I could see an argument for it being like right beside Chiyu.
Yeah.
Alright, is that the whole tier list? Is there anything we feel like we want to change?
Do we want to discuss mons that aren't on the tier list
Is there anything
that
on the
people sometimes use?
that isn't on the tier list that we didn't talk about?
So it's not on the VR anymore, but Heatran does get brought up every so often, and we actually saw a game with it recently. Uh, so its traits are like it sits on stabs Ho-Oh forever. Same with Eternatus. It's immune to no fight move Koraidon.
Do they really run no fight move?
Yeah, I've seen Dragon
Yeah,
Claw,
it's pretty
but
common.
like two utility moves.
Yeah, because most of the time when you have fit like taunt, you have to run flare and scale. So those are like relatively common. I think taunt is actually very common nowadays. And then there's also like the steel Koraidon sets that don't run fight move. Those are also like entirely hard walled. But it's still like a Heatran. No, we don't really check those guys all that well.
I feel like, I don't know. I've played Heatran on ladder before, but those were like not real teams. I don't know. I feel like Heatran isn't real. Do we feel like Ogre is S? I feel like we talked about Ogre a lot. I feel like it would be worth putting up an S.
I don't know. I can't put it in the same tier as Koraidon in good conscience. If we leave Koraidon and ban it, then whatever, put Kyogre in S, but
I'd be down for that. I feel like Kyogre is a cut above everything else. It's just Karadon is a cut above it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Is there anything else we feel like we should change?
Do you guys feel strongly about Smeargle? I mean, it can be used. People will still rate it, but it's the Smeargle.
I could see it. I could see an argument for it on C. I guess, like with Spore, Webs, Spin, Ceasel's Edge. It can play
I
around
guess now that
Taunt.
Miraidon's gone, you don't have like electric terrain blocking Spore.
Yeah.
So
You're
whether
pretty
that's
much
where-
guaranteed to get one up.
It's the awkward thing about it nowadays is like Spore is obviously broken, but dying to Scale Shot is really annoying. So it can be like a Terra Hog with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we could put it in, like, here. Bottom of C. Is there anything else we feel, or is this the tier list?
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think this is cool.
Alright, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me for the video. I guess that's it. I will share the link for this tier list if you guys want to make your own. The description, I will also be linking Don and Taka's YouTubes in the description. You guys should check them out. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thanks guys for joining me.
Of course.